back with a tornado warning that has been issued in parts of southern Indiana, south central Indiana, and it does include a portion of our viewing area. Out of Jackson and Jennings County, a tornado warning has been issued. This is south of Seymour, and this brand new severe thunderstorm tornado warning shows that the storm is beginning to kind of start to show rotation south and east of Brownstown, and it's likely to continue to track northeastbound. The given track here would keep perhaps North Vernon out of the mix, but the radar is scanning some very heavy rainfall, and we are seeing, at least detecting from radar scans, some rotation northwest of Scottsburg and south-southeast of Brownstown. That would take it towards Crothersville. So this storm is a brand new tornado warning that has been issued for downstate Indiana. We're looking at portions of Jennings and Jackson County. That rotation has showed up rather vividly there just to the south and west of Crothersville. So that's where we're looking at the circulation. This is a radar indication. So it's once again detecting that there's spin here. And this is the environment that we've been really looking at for several hours that had been much more favorable to support perhaps a heavier thunderstorm and at least the chance to see some of these storms rotate in an area that's under a tornado watch. So this afternoon we've got multiple warnings out, but this is the first tornado warning that has been issued for much of the Fox 59 viewing area. The severe thunderstorm warning is still up for areas up towards Columbus. That's where some very heavy rain is occurring. Heavy thunder and lightning is still occurring, but this is where the more concentrated area is. South of Seymour, southeast of Brownstown, you're in the clear. You're not going to be in the path of any tornadic activity, but you will have some very heavy rain, and the possibility is that there's some large hail wrapping around this area that's rotating just to the north and west of Scottsburg. So that's a track that would take it towards Crothersville and then continuing to track out of that southeastern corner of Jennings County, Jackson County into Jennings County. So again, we're looking at areas like North Vernon, not likely going to have the rotation there, but you are under a tornado watch. So sirens are likely being sounded across much of those counties right now. The tornado warning does extend all the way into parts of southeastern Indiana. So this is literally on the far southern fringe of what we consider our viewing area. Lawrence, Jackson, and Jennings County. Crothersville to Lovett, that would be the track of this storm. And that storm still showing rotation as it's about ready to cross over and just northwest of Scottsburg. Movement on this is again to the north and northeast. Tornado warning issued until 5:30 p.m. and there's a couple of advisories here. So they're kind of blanketing this area from south of North Vernon all the way back to north of Madison, Indiana, and out towards perhaps even Vevey. So this is the area just to the north and west of Madison, south of North Vernon, and southeast of Seymour, where we've got a real concentration of thunder and lightning, and that storm continuing to track eastbound. Indianapolis essentially is in the clear with the exception of a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms. The one heavy thunderstorm that prompted the severe thunderstorm warning that came out for Johnson County and a portion of Johnson County, Shelby County, and Bartholomew County, that continues to work its way northeast. Generally just some very heavy rainfall. The concentration of this severe weather is going to be with this storm that sits north of Scottsburg, just west of Comiskey, and southeast of North Vernon. Rotation, rather broad area, is showing up on the radar right now. They're just north of Scottsburg. At this point, chance we'll keep an eye on these areas of Lawrence County, Jackson County, and Jennings County right now, but this area here is the area near Crothersville where the rotation is really evident, and it will continue to track to the north and east. So Lawrence County, Jackson County, and Jennings County are under this tornado warning, which would carry this at least a little further north and east into eventually Ripley County. So tornado warning has been issued for that portion of South Indiana. That rotation is pretty evident right now. At least the broad rotation is showing up at higher altitudes from the radar scan, and the possibility is there that a potential tornado could develop there into the southeastern corner of portions of Jennings County, Jackson and Jennings County. Again, tornado warning has been issued for this area of southern Indiana. That area is really right on the fringe here and moving it towards the northeast. It would keep that storm just outside of North Vernon. So North Vernon is to our south, and that particular storm shows this potential rotation here. And this is at least the fingerprint of what the radar would suggest. Along I-65, tracking east and northeast is where that would suggest that potential tornado would develop. So this is radar indicated. Crothersville is right on the fringe of this. And again, that tornado warning showing up because of rotation and heavy wind, a likelihood. This is a rather broad area of potential rotation, so that doesn't necessarily mean a tornado has been sighted, but it is radar indicated. Brownstown, Seymour, North Vernon. So we're talking about areas just south of us. We're looking at Lawrence County, Jackson, and Jennings counties, all to our southern fringe here. But those continue until 5:30. That storm is going to skirt and continue to stay to the south and southeast. There is the spin showing up south of Seymour, tracking north-northeast near Crothersville and just north of along the I-65 corridor, and tracking into portions of Jennings County, passing through Crothersville. I'm sorry, go ahead with that, Chris. We're talking. Okay, we're going to keep an eye on this one here, just talking to our directors and our producers right now. That's a pretty good indication that there's some rotation. Ethan is in the Weather Center right now and checking. Ethan, we don't have any confirmation of any tornado at this point, but we certainly have at least the earmarks of a tornado showing up right now.
Exactly right. About 2 minutes ago, National Weather Service indicating that strong rotation is it's increased actually a little bit over the last 5 minutes with that storm in Jackson, and a report from Little York that there potentially could be some lowering. That is the only report, nothing confirmed, and that is by a Skywarn spotter down there.
You can see our radar right now. Thank you, Ethan. Right along I-65. There's Crothersville, and here's 256, I-65, 250. Yeah, that's got every indication. You got the red and the green on the radar. If you've watched before, if you've been in Indiana any kind of extended period of time, the radar is our first line of defense against getting you prepared for a tornado. And the Doppler radars are scanning wind that's approaching the radar and going away from it. And when that gets close together or tightens up, that's what we look for potential rotation. So we call it shear or gate-to-gate wind change here. You've got a different direction of the wind. That's significant in suggesting that there's some potential rotation there. That's why the tornado warning is issued. It says, look, the radar is indicating a potential for tornadoes or a tornado to be dipping from the sky from Jackson and Jennings County, south of North Vernon. So if you're in Comiskey or if you have family in southern portions of Indiana, that storm is pretty significant. It sits right there on the county line as it's trying to come across. Brownstown, you're in the clear. Jennings and Comiskey, these are the areas that we're watching. So we're in this kind of three-county section. Just here's I-65. Jackson County, Jennings County, and it looks like the movement here is off to the northeast. I'm going to kind of advance this with the radar very briefly, just to kind of give me an idea of its general motion. And it looks like it's got a bit of an east-northeast jog as it's passing over Crothersville, and will likely continue to work its way. It will likely work its way a little bit further north and east, perhaps right down towards 250. So we are looking at this potential here. This storm is rotating, and it's a high likelihood that it could dip a tornado at any given time. That tornado warning, again, is in effect. It is in effect until 5:15 p.m. Live Guardian radar detects the big concentration of severe weather that's likely pushing into portions of Jennings County. We will keep an eye on that particular cell, and we'll send it back to the newsroom for the time being.
Weather here, so the continued rain